Greetings! Mantaray79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Tier Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now.
Cardfight Vanguard Tier Days.
Loading game and proceeding. And here we are on the edit deck menu. And the main menu, going to edit deck menu. Here we are. And today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Stoicheia's Sylvan Beast King Magnolia D-BT04. And I'm going to be using this Stoicheia's Sylvan Beast King D-BT03 Magnolia deck. It's the base of the deck I'm going to build. Alright, let's begin. So going to edit deck, entering edit deck. Here we are. Like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building in today's deck profile video is a Stoicheia's Sylvan Beast King Magnolia deck, made up of cards only available up until D-BT04. So first up, let's go to filter settings, to pack, and show only cards available in D-BT01, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-BT02, A Brush of the Legends, D-BT03, Advance of the Intertwined Stars, D-BT04, Awakening of Chakrabarti, Festival Collection 2021, and Promo Pack 01. Okay, that should be everything. Apply filter. Okay, so first up, the Great 4 lineup. For the Great 4s in this deck, we're playing Great 4, Sylvan Beast Emperor, Magnolia Elder. Its skills: first skill, auto. When this unit is placed in the Vanguard circle, choose a card from your soul and call to the Rearguard circle. Second skill, continuous. As a Vanguard, if you have one or more cards in your soul or in your rearguard of Magnolia and their card names, all of your rearguards can attack and intercept from the back row, and it gets plus 5,000 power. So for Magnolia Elder, it's the main Great 4 in the Riders deck. Its first skill, just by riding Magnolia Elder onto your Vanguard circle, you can choose any card from your soul and superior call to the rearguard circle, thus securing yourself a potential attacker or booster. And a second skill, as long as you've got a Magnolia on your soul or rearguard, all of your rearguards can attack from the back row, intercept from the back row, and get plus 5,000 power. So for this second skill, so long as you've managed to secure a Magnolia card in your soul rearguard, not only can you increase the number of attacks by being able to attack from the back row with a little extra power, but to also increase your defense by being able to intercept from the back row. So for Magnolia Elder, we're playing 4 in the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck, we're playing Ride deck, Grade 3, Sylvan Beast King, Magnolia, skill, auto. As a Vanguard, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked, cost, counterblast 1. If the cost from hate, choose one of your rear guards, and until end of turn, that unit can attack from the back row, and it gets plus 5,000 power. If you Persona roll this turn, choose 3 rear guards instead of 1. So for Sylvan Beast King Magnolia, it's the main Grade 3 Divinus deck. Its skill, after attacking by paying a cost of counterblast 1, you can give one of your rear guards the ability to attack from the back row and get an additional plus 5,000 power. And if you had Persona roll that turn, you can choose 3 rear guards instead, and they can get plus 5,000 power and attack from the back row. So for this first skill, it's a good way to increase the number of attacks you can make to pressure your opponent by letting your back row rear guards attack. So for Magnolia, we got 4 in the deck, 1 the right deck, leaving it that way. Next up, the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we're playing right deck, Grade 2, Sylvan Beast, Lattice, skills, for skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon by Sylvan Beast King Magnolia, cost, Soul Blast 1. If the cost from hate, reveal the top card of the deck. If it is a unit card, call to rearguard circle. If it isn't, put it into your hand. Second skill, auto, as in the back row rearguard circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost, Soul Blast 1. If the cost from hate, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. So for Lattice, it's the main Grade 2 to ride its deck. Its first skill, just by riding Magnolia and Talfin, by paying a Soul Blast of 1, you have the chance to check the top card of your deck and superior call if it's a unit card. If not, add to your hand. So this first skill is a good way to not only fill out your rearguards, or at least secure yourself a non-unit card like an order into your hand. So for the second skill, just by attacking an opponent's Vanguard from the back row rearguard circle by paying the cost of Soul Blast 1, it gets plus 10,000 power. So for this second skill, it makes Lattice a potential 20,000 point or more attacker from the back row. So for Lattice, we got 1 the right deck, leaving it that way. Next up, the Grade 2, Sylvan Beast Ginoza, skill, auto from the back row rearguard circle. When this unit attacks, counterblast 1. If the cost and pay, choose one of your other rear guards, and it gets this unit's power until end of turn, increased by its power at the time. Super Ganoza is a very powerful card to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks, especially for Magnolia. Its skill, just by letting this unit attack from the back row, by paying the cost, another rear guard in your field gets the power that Ganoza had when attacking, so Ganoza is a good card to let you give your other remaining attackers during that turn more power to work with, potentially pressuring or finishing off your opponent with extra power. Super Ganoza, we got 3 in the deck, putting 1 in, we're playing 4. Next up, the Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Daimainaru. We're not going to play this card anymore, taking it out. The Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Gabrick. Skill, auto as a rear guard. When your other unit in the same column as this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1. If the cost you hate, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. Choose all of your opponent's rear guards, and for the battle of this unit attack this turn, your opponent cannot call cards to the same grade as the chosen units from their hand to Guardian Circle. So for Gabrick, it's a very powerful card to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks, especially for Magnolia. Its skill, just by letting another unit in the same column as Gabrick attack, either from the front or back, by paying a Soul Blast 1, not only can the Gabrick who activated this skill get plus 10,000 power, but then your opponent cannot guard the attack of any of the same grades that the rear guards have in the field at the time, so Gabrick is a good, powerful card to make it a powerful attacker and also limit your opponent's defensive options, thus making it easier to pressure or finish off your opponent with. So for Gabrick, we got 3 in the deck, putting 1 in, playing 4. Next up, the Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Enbar. We're not going to play this card anymore, taking it out. The Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Duger. Not going to play this card anymore, taking it out. Next up, we're putting in the Grade 2. Here, the Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Panthero. Skills for skill, auto. When this unit is placed in the rearguard circle, Soul Blast 1. If the cost from hate, choose a Sylvan Horn Beast Panthero from your drop zone and call to open rearguard circle. Second skill, auto as a rearguard. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard of Magnolia in its card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. So for Panthero, it's a pretty powerful card to play in your Magnolia decks. Its first skill, just by calling Panthero to the rearguard, by paying the cost of Soul Blast 1, you can superior call an additional copy of Panthero from your drop zone to an open rearguard circle. So for this first skill, it's a good way to secure yourself more rear guards, because simply by calling Panthero to the rear guard, you have the chance to superior call another copy of Panthero in the drop zone to open rearguard circle. So the second skill, when attacking, if your Vanguard's Magnolia, it gets plus 5,000 power. So for this second skill, it makes Panthero a potential 14,000 point attacker for your rear guard. So for Panthero, we're putting 4 in the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 2 Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution. Skill, auto as a rear guard. At the end of your turn, if you alchemize an order and play it or attack a total of 5 or more times this turn, cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, counter charge 1. So for Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution, it's a pretty powerful card to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks with either Zorga or Magnolia. Its skill, just by alchemagicking or at least attacking 5 or more times in the same turn, as long as you don't mind giving up Soul Revolution from your rear guard to the soul, you can counter charge 1, thus securing yourself a refund for counterblast to use for later skills. So for Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution, we're going to be playing 3 in the deck. There we go. Next up, the Grade 2 The Grade 2 Sylvan Horn Beast Npix. Skill, continuous from the back row rearguard circle. This unit gets plus 10,000 power, and if you have 3 or less rear guards, all of your rear guards in the same column as this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So for Npix, is a very powerful card to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks, especially for Magnolia. Its skill, as long as it is in the back row rearguard circle, the Npix will get plus 10,000 power, and if you have 3 or less rear guards, all of your rear guards in the same column as this unit cannot be chosen by the opponent's card effects, so it's more or less like a pseudo resist ability, protecting your other rear guards from being targeted by card effects like retiring, binding, returning to hand or deck, or locking, or any other skills that target your rear guards. So for Sylvan Horn Beast Npix, we're playing 4 in the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 1 lineup. For the great ones in this deck, we're playing Ride Deck, Great 1, Sylvan Horn Beast Karis, skills for skill auto. When this unit is ridden upon by Sylvan Horn Beast Lattice, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a Grade 2 or less unit card, cause your rearguard circle. If it isn't, put it into your soul. Second skill, continuous, back row rearguard circle. During the battle this unit attacked, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. So for Karis, it's the main Great 1 to ride this deck. It's for a skill. Just by riding Lattice on top of him, you have the chance to check the top card of your deck. If it's a Grade 2 or less unit card, call it the rearguard circle. If not, put it into your soul. So this first skill is a good chance to secure yourself a potential attacker from the front row, booster from the back row, or a card to Soul Blast with later on. And the second skill, as long as it attacks on the back row, Karis can serve as a 13,000 point attacker from the back row. So for Karis, we got one the right deck, leaving it that way. Next up, the Great 1, Planner, Prevent Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard, skill for skill, continuous, Sentinel, second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units. It cannot be hit to end the battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from your hand and discard it. So for Planner, Prevent Dragon, it's a Perfect Guard for the Stoicheia Nation. Like any other Perfect Guard in the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, it features the same skill and activation. When used to guard with, discarding a card from a hand, you can completely block one enemy attack, but it also features an ability unique to all D standard format Perfect Guards. When used to guard with, while you have less than 2 cards in hand, you will not have to pay the usual discard 1 cost, making it a no-cost Perfect Guard in desperate last resort situations. So for Planner, Prevent Dragon, we got 4 in the deck, leaving it that way. Next up, the Great 1, Prize Trident, not going to play this card anymore, taking it out. Oops, hold on. Now for the Grade 0 lineup. For the Grade 0s in this deck, we're playing Ride Deck, Grade 0, Sylvan Horn Beast Latte, skill auto. When this unit is ridden upon, if you went second, draw a card. So for Latte, it's the starter unit of this deck. Just by riding atop of him, if you're the second to go in the game, you can draw a card. And next up, the Grade 0, Normal Order, Wild Intelligence. Not going to play this card anymore, taking it out. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers of this deck, we're playing 4. Let's see. Sylvan Horn Beast Jackalope critical trigger. We're playing 4 of this card, leaving it that way. The Grade 0, Aspiring Maiden Alana critical trigger, skill, auto from the rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units. It gets plus 2,000 power until the end of turn. So for Alana, she's a very powerful critical trigger to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks. Her skill, after boosting an attack, regardless if hits or not, as long as you don't mind moving Alana from your rear guard to the soul, you can give one of your other units, Vanguard or rear guard, plus 2,000 power. So for Alana, it's a good card to not only increase your soul for later soul blast, but to also give one of your remaining units in your field plus a little extra power to work with. So for Alana, we got 4 in the deck, keeping it that way. Next up, the Grade 0, Frenzied Heiress, not going to play this card anymore, taking it out and replacing it with the Grade 0, Serene Maiden, Lena, draw a trigger, skill, continuous, as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. So for Lena, she's a powerful draw trigger to play in your Stoicheia Nation decks. Her skill, when used to guard with, while your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield, making her a 10,000 point shield on her own. So for Serene Maiden Lena, we're playing 3 in the deck. Okay, next up, the Grade 0, Sylvan Horn Beast Laterock, heal trigger. We got 4 in the deck, leaving it that way. And last but not least, the Grade 0, Source Dragon, Deity of Blessings, plus favor, over trigger, skill, trigger, additional effect. Draw a card, choose one of your units, it gets plus 1 critical. All of your front row units get plus 10,000 power. If your damage zone has the same number of cards as your opponent or more, choose a card from damage zone and heal it. So for Bless Favor, it's a over trigger for the Stoicheia Nation. Like any other over trigger in the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, it features the same skill and activation. When revealed during a drive check or damage check, you get 100 million power and draw a card, but it also features an ability unique to itself alone. Its skill, when revealed during a drive check on your turn, you can draw a card. Choose one of your units, get +1 critical. All front row units get +10,000 power, and you can heal a card in your damage zone if you have the same or more amount of damage than your opponent. So more or less favor is like all of the D standard format triggers put into a single card. Draw, critical, front, and heal all in one card. So for Blessed Favor, we got one the deck, leaving it that way. Okay, so with that, the deck's been built, cards explained, so let's get to saving the deck. Override deck being built, yes. And for the cards we're playing this deck, we're playing 4, Great 4, Sylvan Horn Beast Emperor, Magnolia Elder. 4, Great 3, Sylvan Horn Beast King, Magnolia. 1, Great 2, Sylvan Horn Beast, Lattice. 4, Great 2, Sylvan Horn Beast, Gyudozla. 4, Great 2, Sylvan Horn Beast, Gabrick. 4, Great 2, Sylvan Horn Beast, Panthero. 3, Great 2, Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution. 4, Great 2, Sylvan Horn Beast, Enfix. 1, Great 1, Sylvan Horn Beast, Karis. 4, Great 1, Planet Prevent Dragon. 1, Great 0, Sylvan Horn Beast Latte. Start a unit. And for the trigger line of this deck, we're playing 8 critical triggers. 3 draw triggers. 4 heal triggers. And 1 over trigger plus favor. Alright, the deck's been built, Cardfight explained, so let's get on testing out the deck. So leaving the edit deck menu, returning to main menu, going to fight menu, and to CPU fight. Selecting the deck I just built, the Magnolia D-BT04 deck I just built just now. Alright, selecting deck, and now choosing an opponent. Okay, for my opponent for this deck, let's see. Who would be a good opponent to test this deck out on? Okay, selecting Haruka Sokawa, normal difficulty. And the battle begins, let's get started. Alright, deciding who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper to paper, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Scissors to paper, I win, going first. Nice. Drawing our starting hands. Okay, I drew a Great 2 Enfix, Great 2 Gnozla, a draw trigger, a Great 4 Magnolia Elder, and a Panthero. Not a bad hand. Okay, I should hold on to the Great 4 to ride later, so I should hold on to these 3 Great 2s to attack with later, so I'm just gonna send back the draw trigger, redraw, Great 2, not bad. Alright, stand the Vanguard. I draw, going first. Okay, I'm gonna ride for my right deck, Sylvan Horn Beast Karis. Okay, my hand has an Enfix, a Gnozla, a Great 4 Magnolia Elder, a Panthero, a Gabrick, and a Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution. Okay, which should I discard for the right deck cost? I should hold on to the Great 4 naturally, and the Soul Revolution to countercharge with, as well as Gabrick to attack with, Gnozla as well, and Enfix is resist ability will help protect my rear guards against my opponent's skills, so I guess I'll discard Panthero since its skill will let me superior call from the drop zone once I secure another one to call with, so discarding Panthero for the right deck cost, right Karis. Okay, that's all I can do for now. End turn, my opponent's turn. My opponent rides the Great 1, Gravidia Wells, its skill, check the top 7 for a deck. No, she's drawing a card first and only searching her deck for a meteorite. She's got 3, okay. She got 3 meteorites to put in the hand. And now she's setting Neatness Meteor Shower onto the order zone. Shower skill, she's soul charging. Soul charge a critical trigger, nice! Alright, bank with the Vanguard. Let the attack go through, no guard. She drive checks a... come on, a critical trigger! Alright, critical to the van, power to rear guard. Not good for me. Here comes 2 damage. Ow!
ダメージ
Damage check first. No trigger. And
ダ
second
メージチェ
check.
ック
Critical trigger. Not bad. All effects to Vanguard.
クリティカルプラスパワープラス
There we go. Effects added. And now
ヴァンガードにアタ
my
ック
opponent attacks my Vanguard. Okay. I'm at 2 damage. My opponent has 0 damage. I shouldn't let myself get too much early on. So I need 5,000 to guard. Which should I discard? Okay. This is a tough choice. I guess I'll have to discard one of my great 2s to block the attack. Okay. I guess I'll discard Ginozla for the right deck cost. I mean for the guard cost. Guard, 22,000 power. Okay. And okay, attack blocked, I'm safe. Now it's my turn, I draw. I roll another Panthero, okay. Gonna ride from the right deck, Sylvan Horn Beast Lattice. For the right deck cost, let's see. I got a Npix, a Magnolia Elder, a Gabrick, a Revolution, and a Panthero. Okay, what would be a good choice? With Panthero's skill, I can Superior Call the other copy of Panthero in my drop zone, so I'll hold on to the Great 2. So I should keep Npix to use his protection skill, so I should discard either Gabrick or Revolution. I should secure my attack, so just discard Revolution for the right deck cost. Right, Lattice. Karis' skill. Check the top card of my deck. It is a Great 2 Gabrick. Yes! Superior Call to the rear guard. Call.
ステリオルコール
Next up, I call... I call Npix to the rear guard. Call.
コール
Skill. And... Okay. I think I can leave it at that, or should I call another rear guard? Should I call Panthero to call another rear guard, or Gabrick? I don't have any boosters in the back row, so I guess I'll just hold on to my hand for now, leaving my field like this. Alright, beginning battle phase. First up, my rear guard attacks the rear guard, 10,000 power.
ノーガード
Alright, 1 rear guard down. And now my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 10,000 power. The attack goes through, drive check. No trigger, Great 4, okay. Slash, 1 damage. No trigger, okay. That's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. She rides the Great 2, Gravidia Behringer, setting an order card, falling Hell Hazard to the order zone. Calling a rear guard, calling another one, okay.
ヴァンガードにアタッ
The
ク
rear guard attacks the Vanguard. I intercept with Gabrick. I gotta try to minimize my damage. Guard.
インターセプト
Okay, attack blocked. And now
ヴァン
my
ガード
opponent
にアタ
attacks
ッ
my Vanguard. No guard, let the attack go through.
クノーガード
She drive checks a... No trigger, safe, okay. Ow.
ダメージ
Damage
チェッ
check. No trigger, okay.
クヴァンガードにア
The
タッ
Vanguard, the Vanguard. No guard, take the hit.
クノーガード
Ow.
ダメー
Damage
ジチェッ
check. No trigger. Okay. Alright, that's the end of my opponent's turn. It's my turn. I stand and draw. Alright, I'm gonna ride for my right deck, Sylvan Horn Beast King Magnolia. For the right deck cost, let's see, I should hold on to heal the guard with and these 2 to attack with and one of the elders to ride with, so I'll just ditch the extra copy of Elder in my hand to ride.
クさあこの
Magnolia.
出番よライド
Skill of Lattice, check the top card of my deck. Soul Blast 1.
スキル発動
And now looking at the top card of my deck, it is a... no, not a heal trigger, come on! Call it the rear guard.
ステリオルコール
Okay, then I'm calling Pantero to the rear guard. Call. And skill. Soul Blast 1. Superior call another Pantero for my drop zone. Call. Not gonna activate the skill. Okay, that should be enough. Go into battle phase. First up, my rear guard Pantero attacks the rear guard Stanner. Pantero skill plus 5,000 power. 14,000 power to the rear guard. Alright. And now, my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 13,000 power. The attack goes through, twin drive, first check. Yes, critical trigger, just what I needed. I give the critical to my Vanguard, power to the rear guard N-Pix. No wait, giving the power to my rear guard Pantero. Critical added, power added, okay. And second check. No trigger, okay. Here it comes, 2 damage to my opponent. And the roots grow, bloom, and 1 damage. Damage check first. No, come on, not the over trigger. She gets no damage and powers up. Second check, no trigger, okay. Not gonna activate Magnolia's skill. I'm just gonna attack the rear guard. 24,000 power. Plus 5,000 power, so 29,000 power to the rear guard. And okay, 1 rear guard down. That's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. She rides the grade 3 Gravidia Nordlinger. Using its skill to set 2 meteorites into the order zone, okay. Skill of the first one, soul charging and drawing. She sets Neatness Meteor Shower of the order zone using its skill to soul charge and draw. She calls Gravidia Stanner, okay. Her Vanguard attacks using her skill to send 5 cards from the order zone into the drop zone. With 5 meteorites, she gets plus 1 critical, plus 10,000 power, and doubles trigger effects. She's using the meteorite skill to retire all of my rear guards. Another rear guard down. And another rear guard down. Not good for me. Alright, I double guard with 43,000 power. 2 to pass. Twin drive first check. No trigger, perfect guard, not good. And second check. Meteor shower, okay, safe. Alright. Next up, my opponent attacks the Vanguard. No guard, take the hit. Ow! Damage check. Ah, critical trigger, wasted a trigger, come on! Alright, effects wasted. Now, it's my turn, I stand and draw. I ride the Grade 4 Magnolia Elder. Skill, Superior call a card from my soul. I Superior call Lattice to the rear guard. Call. Next up, I'm gonna call Gabrick to the rear guard. Call. Okay, I think that's enough. Go into battle phase. First up. Okay, my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 13,000 power. The attack goes through, triple drive, first check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. Third check. No trigger, come on! Alright, here comes 1 damage to my opponent. Blooming more plants. Slash, Blossom, and 1 damage. Damage check. No trigger, safe, okay. Next up, my rear guard Lattice attacks the Vanguard. 15,000 power. The attack goes through. Slash. Damage check. No trigger, perfect guard, nice. Now, one more attack to the rear guard.
リアガードにアタック
Stanner.
ノーガード
Alright, one rear guard down. And now, boosted by... Nope, my N-Pix from the back row attacks the Vanguard, 22,000 power. She guards with heal trigger, okay.
ガードするわ
The attack is blocked. Okay, then that's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. She Persona rides. Nordlinger, not good. She can secure more meteorites onto the order zone from deck 2, okay.
スキルを発
Skill
動
of
するわ
meteorite, she's soul charging and drawing,
窃盗だ
setting another meteor shower.
スキル
She uses
発動
skill to soul charge. Okay,
ヴァンガード
attacking
に
the
アタック
Vanguard.
ネルトリンガーのスキ
Skill
ル
of
発動
Nordlinger, she's going to send all 3 meteorites to the drop zone, adding power and critical
プ
and
ラス
retiring all my
ス
rear
キルを
guards.
発動するわ
One rear guard,
スキル発動
another one,
バインド
another rear guard down, and
スキル発動
last meteorite. Nope, cannot retire. Okay, so I'm going to perfect guard. And for the perfect guard cost, let's see.
スキル発動
Okay, I should hold on to the perfect guard. I got 1 Magnolia and 2 Panteros, okay. In my soul, I got Magnolia, so I guess I'll hold on to the Great Druid Magnolia to maintain my Vanguard second skill and just discard one of the extra copies of Panthero in my hand. Discard, perfect guard,
ドライブチ
shoot
ェック
twin drive, heal trigger, okay. Cannot heal, trigger effect wasted, not bad.
ドライブチェック
Second check,
ドロートリガー
ah, draw trigger, come on.
パワープラス
Okay, trigger effect wasted, so attack blocked. Okay. And now
ターンエンド
it's
スタンド
my
ドロー
turn, stand and draw. Ah, my over trigger came out, come on. Skipping right phase, going to main phase. I call Magnolia to the rear guard, call,
コール
and I call Pantero to the rear guard, call,
コール
Pantero skill, I soul blast 1,
スキル発動
superior call Pantero from the drop zone, call,
スペリオルコール
alright, that's all, go into battle phase. Pantero on the left attacks the Vanguard, 14k,
ヴァンガードにアタック
skill plus 5,000
スキル発
power,
動パワープラス
19,000 power to the Vanguard. She guards with draw trigger, okay.
ガードするわ
Alright, then Magnolia attacks the Vanguard,
ヴァンガードにアタ
18k.
ック
She guards again, draw trigger,
ガード
attack blocked. Another attack from my Pantero from the back row, skill plus another 5,000 power, 19k to the Vanguard.
パワープラス
She guards again, critical trigger, okay.
ガードするわ
And now my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, Magnolia
ヴァ
Elder,
ンガードにアタッ
13k.
ク
She double guards, 43k.
ガードするわ
Triple
ド
drive,
ライブ
first
チェッ
check,
ク
critical trigger, yes! I give all effects to my back row N-Pix.
クリティカルプラス
Power and critical added, okay. Second
ドライ
check,
ブチェックヒールトリガ
yes!
ー
Heal trigger, just what I need. I heal 1 point of damage. And power to N-Pix again.
パワープラス
And now third check,
ドライブチェック
no trigger, Ganosa, not bad. Okay, the attack is blocked. Now N-Pix attacks the Vanguard, 43k, 2 crits. She perfect guards, okay. Discarding for the perfect guard cost, a critical trigger, okay. The attack is blocked, so okay. Then that's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn.
私のターンですね
She stand and draw and calling Gravidia Stanner and Shurgo.
スキルを発動するわ
Shurgo skill, she moves all cards to the deck, okay? And adding power for each one.
パワープラス
The power keeps stacking, okay?
ヴァンガードにアタ
The
ッ
rear
ク
guard attacks the Vanguard. Okay, the Vanguard attacks with 13k and The rear guard attacks for 10k only, so I should just focus on blocking the remaining two. I'll let the first one attack. No guard. Ow! Damage check. No trigger, okay. The Vanguard attacks the Vanguard. Okay, then my opponent already revealed their over triggers, so I don't have to worry about an over trigger, so I guess I'll just double guard, 43k. No, nothing to pass. Alright, she twin drives, first check, meteorite, and second check. Meteorite, okay, safe, no trigger. Okay, and now my opponent's remaining rear guard cannot attack. It's my turn, stand and draw. Okay, skipping right phase, going to main phase. I call Ginozla to the back row. Alright, that should be enough. So, alright, I think that should do it. Going to battle phase. First up, Ginozla from the back row attacks the Vanguard. Skill activated. I counterblast one and give Ginozla's power to another rear guard in my field. I'm giving it to... Okay, then I'm giving it all 15,000 power to N-Pix. There we go, power added. My opponent doesn't guard, and damage check. No trigger, safe, okay. Next up, my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard, 13k, twin drive, triple drive. My opponent perfect guards, okay. She discards for the perfect guard cost. A meteorite, alright. Triple drive for me, first check. No trigger, Magnolia. Second check. Yes, critical trigger, just what I needed. I give all effects to N-Pix. Effects added, and third check. Yes, draw trigger, just what I needed. I give all effects to N-Pix and drew a card. Okay. Attack block. And now, first up, my rear guard. Magnolia attacks the rear guard. Stanner. Alright, one rear guard down, one less card to intercept with, and now... Okay. My rear guard N-Pix attacks the Vanguard, 58k, 2 crits. Yes, the attack goes through, and boom! 2 damage. No triggers, 6 damage, I win! Okay, that wasn't too bad. I got to try out the Grade 4 Magnolia Elder and the Grade 2 N-Pix, as well as the Grade 2 Panthro. Got to use all their skills, so I think that's a pretty good test run of this deck. So I got win, double trigger, attack 50,000 more power, attack 5 more times in 1 turn, perfect guarded. Opponent drew an over trigger, 10 turns pass, did a superior call, retired 5 or more opposing units, and perfect. Okay, that's all. So I got 2850 VP, total 15,975 VP. Press A to go next, leaving the fight, returning to fight menu. Leaving the fight menu, returning to main menu. Back to the main menu to edit deck menu. So the deck has been built, Cardfight explained, and I just tested out the deck in front of you. So with that, that's all the time we have for today. So first up, I want to say thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that, I say goodbye and see you all.